And you know, you could do it that way, but just try, see which one works best for you. Now, I always do a few more reps on my left arm because it's a little smaller than my right. And if you do have an imbalance, do more reps on that side. And if you're doing unilateral, start with the weaker side. But a big tip on these is when I curl these, I'm kind of inwarding my wrist a little bit to get an extra contraction right there. So another thing with your mind muscle connections, some time to work on, but you'll get it one day. Next, we have a free motion tricep push down. I like to do both arms at once. I like to hold the contraction on these. And I like to hold the handle like this. I just get more leverage that way. You don't have to hold it like that. And next, we have a really important movement for the biceps. Reverse grip, easy bar curl. So you see how I'm holding it? And I started doing these because, one, for the forearm development, but I don't know if you guys know Mike O'Hearn on Instagram. He said he wished he did more of these growing up, so we have a chance to still do it. But, you know, it's a really good feel, and, you know, honestly, you should be doing a reverse bicep curl every arm day, especially if you want to hit those forearms and that brachialis and different parts of the bicep. Oh, man, that burns crazy. Tricep push down cable. And this is a really good workout because it's something you could go heavy with the cable. And you know, cables are a game changer. The reason why people like them so much is constant tension. No room to cheat. There's no room for the muscle to relax. So the whole movement, it's under stress. So this is something you want to go heavier on. I mean, I put it on 150. I'll do a drop set, 150 to 100. And when I hold these, I put my thumbs over like this instead of like that. And try both ways, see which one you connect with more. But this way, it works best for me. All right, drop set. Make sure it's strict and really load the elbow in here. So I'm loading the elbow joint so I have ultimate flexion, and then I'm pushing with my tricep to flex it down. So load the elbow joint, flex it down. Oh my. Whew. Yeah, that burns. We have the standing cable curl. I usually do these unilateral, but today I'm doing them together because of this machine. And we're going to use the fat grips. So it's a wider grip. Apparently it helps, you know, target your forearms a little better. I'm just doing it to switch it up, but, you know, be open-minded and try new things. Okay. Next, we got overhead dumbbell tricep extension. This is another movement that hits the long head of your tricep, which is the inner part right here. And it's the bigger head, so it's really important. You want to keep your arm as straight as possible and just load the elbow joint and use the tricep to flex it up. And some people say don't fully lock out. On these, full lockout it feels a little better for me. But you just go with what's best for you and your elbow. Okay, cardio. We got the bike today. Let me just adjust this, like it on 12. This is a Techno Gym, is the company on this. Quick starts, and we'll do level 6 as usual. And I'll go for, a couple miles, 15, 20 minutes, nothing crazy. I'm trying to put on size. So they tell you if you're trying to get bigger to avoid cardio at all costs, but I'm not a believer in that. Although it may work, I believe your heart health is more important than being big. So 15, 20 minutes a day, depending on your intensity. And, everyone's going to have a different level where they have to work up to push their body, sweat, get their heart rate up. So you have to find that level for you. I like to keep let me check my beats per minute. I like to keep my beats per minute around, 110, 115. It's not registering, but, as long as I'm sweating and I'm out of breath, my heart rate's up, that's the goal. I believe, everyone, unless you have Nick Walker arms or just like crazy arms, I believe, everyone should have an arm day in their routine. So 1 arm day a week where you go bicep, tricep only. I like to do mine towards the end of the week when I'm, sore and tired from bigger muscle groups, because arms, it's relatively easier. It's not going to tax your nervous system as much. There's not as much heavy lifting. But, I think you should hit triceps at the end of chest day, biceps at the end of back day, just, a few sets, and then have an arm day at the end of the week. I just ended my split. So my last 3 days of my split are hamstrings, shoulders, arms. So I should take a rest day tomorrow. I might not. By next day is quad focused leg day. So I might just power through it because my legs feel pretty good. My upper body is definitely smoked though. We'll see. We go off feel. I see how I wake up in the morning, see how I'm feeling. Then I decide what I'm gonna do that day from there. Always go off feel, guys. There's no set amount of rest days, or can you go no days off, or train, twice a week. There's no set rules. Whatever works for you, works for you. I would train every day if I didn't grow the more I rested, because I love the gym. I have a hard time staying out of here. When I rest, that's key for growth for me, because if I overtrain, I'm just going to get skinny. And, I got to make sure I eat. So if you are 180 pounds, have 180 grams of protein or more. They say 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. Some people say 1.5 grams of protein per body weight, but I just go at a relative number, 200. Sometimes I'm over, sometimes I'm under. It's not that serious to me because I've been working out, 10 years, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm happy with my results. So I just hit a mile. So let's do another mile or 2 on the bike, and then I'll see you in the car. All right, just finished some arms. Crazy, huh? Woo! And right now, I'm in the gym parking lot. I'm drinking my EAAs and creatine now because honestly, I'm feeling kind of juicy. And I don't want to waste this workout. But the reason why I'm actually just filming this is because this is honestly I wish I was doing this longer, creatine pre-workout and post. 5 grams each. Because, dude, the pump and then the recovery, the pump pre and then the recovery after, it's just crazy, man. So I wish I was doing this for like 10 years. I've been doing it for a few years now. But man, if you're a young kid watching this trying to get bigger, creatine pre and post workout, my friend, that is going to be a game changer for you. It's the most important supplement, right? If I had to list the 3 most important supplements, I would do creatine, and then I would do amino acids, and then I would do like a multivitamin, because most people are mineral deficient and amino acid deficient. So you need to supply, especially if you have a bad diet, you need to supply your body with amino acids and minerals it needs to function on a daily basis. And if you don't, you're going to be in a bad mood. You're going to be tired. You're going to be unmotivated. You're just going to feel really bad. So do that, and your whole fitness and your lifestyle and your quality of life will just improve. Oh man, let me just slam this real quick. But yeah, it was a good arm day. A lot of cables, which is exactly what I like for arms. Especially long arms. Try to get that peak. I'm about to do a lighting check in here one day. My other big tip for arms, especially if you have long arms, fall in love with cables, man. Cables. That's going to be the key for your arm growth. You could do the major compound, good old fashioned, closed grip bench, skull crushers, dumbbell curls. And although that's true, especially for other body parts, for arms, it's really a lot about tension, squeeze, and just, really stimulating that muscle and not just moving the weight with your whole body. But like I said, that bicep burn is way tougher than other burns, man. It's probably the one that hurts the most out of all the body parts. So you gotta fall in love with that burn. I love it. I like pain though. Guess I'm a little weird, but yeah, man. So that's another thing. So the cables, man. I've been doing cables a lot for the last few years. I wish I was doing cables for arms the last 5-10 years at least. My arms would probably be way bigger. My physique with a pump looks so much better than without a pump. It's crazy. Like, blood flow for me is huge. It's almost like everything. So I'm all about blood flow, man. The thing about Vegas is you could go out alone. A lot of people go out alone all the time, and I didn't realize until I moved here, and I have no friends. I'm all alone. So I started going out alone, and I realized how common it was. Especially a lot of people come to Vegas alone. Like, their company will fund it, and they're in Vegas for a conference, but they're not. Those are just work friends, so they go out alone. And so going out alone is so easy in Vegas because you just meet people, and before you know it, a friend group has befriended me. Next thing you know, I'm in the group and I'm having a full send night in Vegas. So I'm never worried about going out. I know it's always going to be there, and I'm not worried about going out with friends because I know I could always just go out with people. And yeah, man, that creatine pre and post, major key, especially if you're trying to put on weight, muscle. And creatine is the number 1 supplement, right? You might as well double up on it. It's not going to get much better than that. I would eat meal preps all the time, but honestly, with my appetite, I eat like $100 worth of meal preps like every day or two. So like I was saying in previous videos, that fitness lifestyle is so expensive, man. So if you want to full send fitness and get into it, have that income ready. And honestly, it'll be a lot easier. That's not fitness, that's just life in general, right? You can't do anything without money, man. The healthy food is not cheap. It is expensive, and another thing I want to have the supplement talk, you don't need supplements. I'm someone who takes bare minimum supplements. So maybe I should do a video where I show you my supplement cabinet, but I only have a multivitamin, fish oil, EAAs, pre-workout, creatine, and I have a fat burner for my rest days when I do cardio. Maybe I'll do a video on that soon as well. It actually is a decent amount of supplements, but you don't see me with, I don't have protein powder. I'd rather just eat real food, right? Protein powder is a great tool if you it's a convenience thing. If you can't get real healthy food, whey isolate protein. That's gonna be great. But food is king, my friend. Food is king. And actually, a funny story about this workout. So I ran out of pre-workout, and I trained late, so everything is closed. So I went to CVS and I bought a pre-workout for $20. I don't even remember the name, but I added my creatine to it. I honestly, I mean, you guys saw I had a decent workout. So I mean, I'm someone who I don't think you should go cheap on your pre workout. I think whatever you could do to enhance your training, you should do. And you do need a lot. The body needs a lot of fuel before the workout. And especially if you want to enhance your pump and everything. So I recommend you don't go cheap on a pre workout. For me, I just really need some caffeine and creatine. I mean, I should make a shirt or something. I've been saying this every video, but yeah, the creatine and caffeine is all I need really. But maybe I usually buy my supplements at the gym, Fit Club. They have Cutler Nutrition, Jay Cutler supplements, and he puts out some quality products. So usually I get there, but since I'm going late, I'm probably gonna hit up the old vitamin shop tomorrow or one day. We'll see. I'm not big on alcohol, but I do think you could get away drinking a little bit here and there. But I am under the impression that you should avoid alcohol, honestly. But if it helps you in a social setting, you could get away drink, especially red wine. I personally drink whenever I go out. I only drink dirty martinis. That's just my drink. That's what I like the most personally. But I drink probably on average once a month. I mean, whenever a friend's in town, we'll go out. Of course, we'll have a couple drinks, but for the majority of the time, it's me just alone with my dog and my cat. And I just moved from East Coast to West Coast. So I don't know anyone. So there's not, for me to drink is kind of ridiculous. So, but, we're at the red light. I think that was a good arm day. I don't know if I'm going to take tomorrow off. If not, it is quads. I don't think I'll take off, but we'll see how I'm feeling. If I wake up sore, but my legs right now, as of right now, feel good. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you in the next video and for quads, guys. So peace.